Sanity is Semblance. Everyone welcome. He's Caleb.
He's Jacob.
And then welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
We're here for One Punch Man,
Yes.
Season 1, Episode 2. And yeah, we're into it. Jacob is very much enjoying this show so far.
You betcha.
And
Yeah.
I have seen the show before, so I'm enjoying watching him kind of get his One Punch Man fix.
And we're getting a new character this episode, I believe.
Yes, the mysterious blonde character.
Yeah, dude at the end of
behind the credits.
episode 1.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, we do watch the end credit scenes.
Yes.
We do watch them because I know I've seen this show multiple times, so I know what he's supposed to watch. So
Right.
just because it's not in the reaction doesn't mean we didn't watch it.
Yes.
Okay, whew, you ready to get someone going?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it.
Mosquito outbreak.
Yes, Mr. Kafetch.
Kafetch. Ah, I see.
I love how dull his life looks. In this
Yeah.
apartment.
It really does. Like, and he's in this tiny little apartment.
Get out!
Z 島入ってんじゃん。大量発生とか勘弁してくれよ。
Wait a minute.
番組の途中ですが、臨時ニュースをお伝えします。
I think I've heard legends
大
of
量の蚊の群れが集まっています。
Oh my
something
God.
that's supposed to happen here.
Just swarmed the cows and killed them.
Oh, dang.
蚊の群れと遭遇した際には必ず
Flee immediately?
Yep. The puns are real.
His cactus is his only friend.
That's a loud mosquito.
Yeah. That's...
The serious problems of a mundane life. This is one of my favorite scenes of the whole show.
I think I've heard references to that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just people talking about One Punch Man and the mosquito.
Threat level demon.
Oh, demon threat level. Okay.
Ah.
Cyborg.
All right. Here we go. Here we go.
警報でどの店も無人。蚊に刺されて死ぬ人間がいるかっつうの。
No, you're gonna turn into Mosquito Man.
こんだけ取っ
Wait.
ときゃ、多少蚊に血吸われても OK よ。
Took your hat.
風が
Dicks.
No, super.
なんだ
Yeah. And just suck him dry?
Yep.
Are they gonna explode? Of course.
Of course, right?
Yeah.
何よあんたたちこんなんじゃ全然足んないわよ。もっと吸ってらっしゃい。
That dude didn't have enough. Anyways.
なるほど。蚊の大群に血を吸わせ、それをお前が独り占めしていたのか。
Wait, this guy is
お前
actually
が蚊
being
に信号のようなものを
serious.
送り操っていたとすれば、この不可解な集団移動にも説明がつく。
Is he the foil
主人
for
であるお前を排除すれば、
Saitama?
この目障りな群れも
We'll
い
see.
なくなるのか。
食事が来たわ。吸い尽くしてあげなさい。
焼却。
Okay. Yeah.
Bakana.
お
like
前
Iron
を
Man.
排除する。
Yeah.
そのまま動くな。
私を排除するですって やってみなさい。
And he's still trying. Wow. Oh. That was pretty cool.
Yep.
Ooh.
次はあちかしら。
あの数
Now, will she end up calling that one mosquito by Saitama back to her and he's gonna chase it all the way over, you know?
奴にとって血液単なる食料ではないのか。これは早急に終わらせた方が良さそうだ。
He's actually breaking down and using bug spray. That's
Yep.
great.
口入ったピッピッの野郎。
Yep.
あなんかうごめいてかいやー
そこのお前
お
避難していろ。あの群れは意志を持っている。
Oh,
こちらに気づけばすぐ襲ってくるぞ。
right. Yeah.
マジでやべえじゃん早く逃げよ
She's gonna try and suck his blood dry. Oh, this is gonna be good.
It's like if this wasn't a parody, you'd be taking this like really seriously. Like,
Yeah,
holy
but
crap.
it's like I'm just waiting for it to. Okay, so here's
kind
something.
of makes Saitama look normal. This guy, right?
Yeah, but like one of the things that I'm really liking so far is they're going so over the top with showing like him being serious and actually fighting this thing and doing a good job.
わざわざ焼却しやすく顔を
But
まとめてみ
Saitama
る
is
と
just sort of that one hit, you know,
お
cheap
前を発見中
thing. So
周囲500メートル内に生体反応がないことは確認済みだ。ここなら遠慮なく吹き飛ばすことが。しまった。一人巻き
い
添えに。
やー助かったよすごい何これが本当の悟り線香
Bug out.
なんつってな
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
And there's that
線
little
香と
wisp
線
of.
香をかけて
Oh my gosh! Oh no! If only you had someone who could save you.
そんなパンチじゃ蚊も殺せないわ。脆いわね。
そうか。血液を吸収するほど身体機能が進化する仕組みだったのか。
次は頭とっかける。
完全に油断した。もう勝機はない。こうなったら自爆するしか。すまない博士。
I hope you can turn off that self-destruct, buddy.
うぜ
Wow. Good job. Good job, Saitama.
ちょっと待った。
あ
ぜひ名前を教えてほしい。
ああ埼玉だけど
弟子にしていただきたい。
Of course you would.
Okay.
Wait.
え
先生。
He's outside this tiny little apartment.
マジで来やがった
ジェノスです。埼玉先生。
その先生っていうのやめてもらえる
師匠。
師匠もやめろ飲んだら帰れよ弟子なんて募集してねえしあれお前怪我治ってね
はい。体の大部分は機械なので、パーツさえあればすぐに。
変わってんなお前
先生はどのようなパーツを使っているのですか。
使っ
Right.
てねえよ
え じゃあその頭部の肌色
いやこれ肌だから。
いやしかしそれでは先生が若くしてハゲているということ。
ハゲてんだよ、なんなんだって
俺ですか。俺の話を聞いてくれるんですか。
いやいい、大丈夫。
実は4年前俺は15の頃まで生身の人間
Wow.
でした。
Here we go. Just backstory time. Yeah.
こんなしみったい
Doesn't matter. This is an exposition
家
dump.
族と共に平穏にまあまあ幸せな毎日を送っていました。
Then everything
しか
changed
し
when
あ
the
る
Fire Nation
日
attacked.
暴走し頭のいかれたサイボーグが俺たちの町を襲ってきたんです。これは俺一人の戦いじゃない。俺の故郷のクセイの博士の思いも背負っているんです。
man.
自分が未熟なのは分かっている。しかし今は何としても巨悪を粉砕する強大な力が必要なのです。クセイの博士が俺に
バカ野郎、20時以内で完結にまとめやがれ
モスキート娘
So meta. I love
Yeah, yeah, that was just great.
it. One punch.
奴の所詮は試作品ということ。
Oh, yes.
なぜ裸わかりません。まあいい。これはいいサンプルになりそうだ。無理やりにでも
yes.
彼の体を調べさせてもらおう。
That sounds like a great
死
idea.
者を送って彼を招待しろ。我々の進化の家にね。先生、
Yeah.
先生のように強くなる方法教えてください。
No.
ジェノス、
はい、
お前いくつだ。
19です。
若いな。
He's
お前ならすぐに
19.
俺を超えるだろう。
本当ですか。
俺は今25だけど、トレーニングを始めたのは22の夏だった。教えてやってもいい。だが辛いぞ。ついてこれるか。
はい。高速接近反応。来る。
は？
俺の名は。
炎上弁償しろ。
It reminds me.
ねえ、なんか先陣切ったカマキュリーがやられたみたい。俺のテレパシーが届かん。
あいつ結構強い方じゃなかったっ
They're just gonna like leave.
外にも似たい。先生、ここは俺が。
Superhero
け。
landing.
うちの天井は
なんでもないです。
そもそも玄関から入ってこいよな。
That's a great point.
先生。
大丈夫大丈夫。なんつうかつくしになった気分だ。
公園に反応あり。
サイボーグ。
Wow.
まさか。
ターゲット
It's like an Alphonse Elric wannabe.
Yep.
え、何？
It even has the shoulder spikes.
Yep.
お前にいくつか聞きたいことがある。
Do you have 6 fingers on your right hand?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
手も足も出ないとはまさにこのことだな。よく
The
Oh,
pun.
so clever.
暴れられるのも面倒だしな。
I love how he's called Drowned Dragon, but
よそ見をするのは
He's a
something.
mole, yeah.
度胸だ。
Quite courageous.
Ah, yes. Show them all your fighting spirit. I love how they're going totally all out on Genos's like attacks and stuff.
Right.
But, you know, they're not doing anything,
Oh, of course not.
but they're still showing it like
俺は
just
進化の
awesomely
家の
animated.
英知の結晶。アーマードゴリラ。お前の攻撃など効かぬ。
進化の家だと。それが先生に何の用だ。
お前には関係ないことだ。そして歯向かった者は必ず消すのが我らの決まり。お前は破壊せねばならん。
3, 2, 1.
おい貴様、なんだその顔は。
He's falling asleep.
口の中っ
This
て
is
ひん
great.
やりしつつ暖かさもあって気持ちいいんだな。眠くなってきたからほっといてくれ。
Wow.
これは立場を分からせる必要があるようだ。いいか、これで貴様の両目を潰す。抵抗できぬようにな。 獣王はいかなる相手でも決して手は抜かぬのだ。
ま、冗談はさておき、お前ら謝るなら今のうちだぞ。
Yep.
人んちの天井壊しやがって
You
よ。
did. Yeah.
よかろう。ならばこの獣王の力存分に見せて。
変なとこ土入っちゃってるよ。
聞いてるのか。
今土払ってるから待って。
終わったか。
もうちょい。終わった。
ならば今こそこの獣王の力を存分に見せてやろう。
Does not care.
普通のパンチ。
Consecutive normal punches.
That's great.
He's obliterated. And then.
あんなの聞いてない。ここは退散して仕切り直しだ。
いいけ。
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, you just knocked out your water pipes.
質問に答えるか、このまま消滅するか選べ。
消滅するのはお前だ、愚か者め。我の実力は進化の家ではナンバー3。その程度では今も来ているナンバー2の獣王には勝てぬ。破壊されるがいい。
それこいつじゃね？
だそうだ。
すいません。話しますんで勘弁してください。
なんだお前、さっきまで片言だったじゃねえか。
すいません。雰囲気出して。
That was a good episode. I feel like it wasn't quite as good as the first one.
Okay.
But that might have just been because the first one had to set up everything, I think, so they made sure to go literally as over the top as they could.
Sure.
In all like aspects. And maybe it's just that, you know, like while Genos' introduction and him fighting the people was kind of fun.
Right.
You sort of know that, like, okay, yeah, like, when's Saitama just gonna come in and, you know, like, just finish it?
But I mean, come on, we had super serious
yes.
fight with the mosquito.
Oh, yeah, that was...
And then we had a super serious exposition backstory.
That was...
That's, like, super tragic.
Yeah.
And super designed to generate the perfect shonen protagonist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that was great, and I absolutely loved when Saitama thinks he's done, and then he keeps going. And, like, oh man, like,
one of my favorite things is just the faces he made this episode with the mosquito.
Yes, that part when he just like appears in the ground. Well,
yeah, that part
with the mosquito
when
too,
he's
but,
going after the mole. Yeah.
Oh man. And the,
hold on, I got dirt in my special place.
Yeah. And
Shakes
then the consecutive normal punches.
The hilarious thing about this show is that it's not that any of these jokes are that funny or really cleverly crafted. Is that the context of the jokes is always put in such a way so that you can tell how absurdly ridiculous this is.
Right.
And just some kind of mosquito gag with him like trying to hit the mosquito with his godlike speed and strength.
Yep.
It's just impossible.
Is that something that comes back in like future episodes?
What do you mean?
Like the mosquito? Like I know it said that he swallowed it, but like okay.
No. He didn't swallow the mosquito.
Oh.
He was running, spraying the spray, but the spray would stay in this line, so as he ran, it would hit into his mouth. And
Okay.
He was like,
Okay.
But no, if anything, the main thing that's going to be recurring about in the future is Genos. Genos is a...
absolutely.
Is the counterpart, is the other main character of this story.
And like his design too, like you can always kind of tell which which characters in an anime are important, usually by the depth, the level of baritone in their voice,
Yes.
and by their design, how complicated it is, you know.
Right, and his design is pretty intricate.
Yeah, his design is pretty intricate, which of course contrasts with Saitama, who has just the most bare bones, simple little outfit ever.
So you're kind of right. He is basically the foil to Saitama.
Right.
But not in the sense of any kind of antagonist or some
No,
kind
he's
of
just
rival.
the-
He is the opposite.
Yeah,
He's
it's
the not Saitama
right.
version.
It's
of this.
he's the way that we can properly explore and show just how crazy Saitama is by having the exact opposite for comparison to give good contrast.
Right, and also it's not like Genos is weak. He's actually really strong.
Yeah, he did
but
beat
the
the
thing
gorilla
is
guy
that,
eventually.
Yeah, but the thing is that the strength of Genos being so strong as he is apparently completely outclassed.
Right.
By Saitama.
Yeah, and I love how they had that where the armored gorilla dude or whatever was talking to him. He's like, even if you could beat me, I'm only the third most powerful. There's no way you'll be able to take the others.
You won't be able to take the Beast King.
Yeah,
Holds
yeah.
up the eyeball.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you mean this guy? It's like, sorry.
Like,
Please don't kill
because
me.
I mean, oh my gosh, like how many times have we seen villains where they have a hierarchical power ranked,
And you
know,
keep moving
thing,
up the
and
ladder.
you gotta just, keep just climbing. And
Yeah.
here they have Saitama, who's just like, oh yeah, whatever, whack.
What was funny was he like refused to fight for like the longest time.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
like,
maybe
you broke my ceiling. You gonna
Right.
apologize now?
Maybe he has some sort of like moral code where he doesn't want to like kill people if he doesn't have to. Because if you
I
think
don't know
about
about
it,
that.
well, yeah, okay, maybe not too much, but like at the very least, it causes a mess.
That is true. His thing seems to be, hey, you're inconveniencing me.
Right, and
Need to
I'm
back
pretty
off.
sure that mole guy broke his pipes. like he might be out of
Probably.
water for a while.
It's true. Have you thought about any kind of way they could suddenly take this show seriously for like,
Yes.
in the future? Like, what are some things you could see coming in that regard?
All the damages to Saitama's apartment hurt him in the financial sector, and he has to basically get a serious job to make ends meet.
Well, we don't know what his job is currently.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. But, and no, I'm totally joking about that, although that would be funny for a one-off episode. I think that could be quite hilarious.
Okay.
I think, if anything, Genos is going to be basically the plot driver kind of a thing, because he is the shonen protagonist,
Sure.
And then Saitama's just going to be there to, like, resolve everything within this 12-episode season that we have.
With a swift strike of his
Yeah,
flexed
mighty
knuckles.
fist. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Um,
So Genos is a character. Do you like him? Is he too much? Is he just perfect? What do you think?
My first instinct is that he's all right.
Okay.
I think I need to see more of the interactions between him and Saitama.
Okay.
Because even though they did a good job with his jokes and everything, because he is something that is familiar, even if it's parodying it, because it's so familiar, it makes me not as immediately interested, right? Whereas with Saitama, pretty much anything he did, whether he was, like fumbling for change or whatever, I was very interested because I've never seen a character like this before.
Sure.
So what they need to do with Genos is either make him different from the sort of shonen protagonist type deal, or give him a lot of unique interactions with Saitama that we've never seen before.
I will tell you that their connection, their relationship produces some amazing interactions.
Okay, then I am very excited for that.
Yeah.
And I can imagine it. It must get pretty crazy because,
I'll just
like, whenever you have characters that are total opposites, at the very least, interesting stuff happens. Whether it's funny or like just wacky or serious, who can tell? But oh boy, it can really get good. So I'm very excited for this because one of my favorite characters was introduced in a way where they were basically a polar opposite to one of the other characters in the show. So
In a different show or this show?
in a different show, it was
Did you
Haruhi.
clarify?
Haruhi. Basically, when they they introduced Yuki the android and Haruhi as being polar opposites of the personality, and they used that to show just the extremes that they would go to because they're around someone who is the complete opposite of them. So
Gotcha. I have no idea how that applies here, but okay. One of the things that I've always appreciated about One Punch Man is that when the show takes the parody elements, it really hits you over the top with the obvious part of the thing where it's more of the joke, kind of what I would call the slapstick part of the joke.
yeah,
But the actual trope joke is usually quite subtle, and it kind of
Yes.
shows how intelligent the show is about
Right.
putting those tropes out there for us to find and not really for us to see.
and that's
So-
probably one of the main things I'm guessing that will make this show not get old as it goes on. Because if it was just slapstick the whole time, no matter how well you do it,
Right.
eventually it would get old.
Yeah, exactly. And in a way, you notice that there has not been another scene like the mosquito scene.
Sure.
Like, even in just the 2 episodes you've seen, the mosquito scene is its own type of joke.
Right.
It's basically a mini skit
right.
within the story that
Yeah.
serves nothing really to the story other than to have Saitama realize that there's mosquitoes coming. But
Right.
it's total slapstick humor. It's
Oh, absolutely.
absolutely ridiculous and over the top.
Yeah.
But there's no other scene really like that
Yeah.
in the show thus far.
Yes.
So when they do slapstick, they make it worth its while.
Right.
And then when they have also good fights, which, by the way, the Genos Mosquito Girl fight was pretty epic, just in terms of an animation.
Yes,
fight,
that was
design and
that was quite impressive.
screenplay and all
Yeah.
that. And it's something I will tell you that even though this show is a parody, and even though it is, in a way, more of a satire.
Yeah.
It will absolutely take its time to be amazing and epic and just
Okay, cool.
crazy over the top.
All
and
right.
that's just a fun thing that the show does well. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right. I think that's good for now.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Looking
We'll
forward
catch
to
you
episode
again
3.
next week, Sunday. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb,
I'm Jacob.
and we'll see you all next time.